We are tasting Kracher Collection TBA number 4 2020, the Grand Cuvée. The Grand Cuvée is the only blend in our collection. It's always a blend of our main varieties, Chardonnay and Welsh Riesling. It's in this vintage 60% Welsh Riesling, 40% Chardonnay. The wines were fermented, the Welsh Riesling part in 1000 liter cask Slavonian oak for 30 months, and the Chardonnay part in new French oak barrels, French barrique barrels, also for 30 months. And the Grand Cuvée, as being the only blend in the collection wines, is always kind of our flagship, as it consists also our main varieties. And it's not because it's the best wine out of the collection. It's more because it shows best the winery, the vintage, and the area in our personal point of view. It's like every chef has its signature dish. This is our signature wine. And when we taste it now, the nose is very beautiful. You have a typical for the Welsh Riesling, which jumps first into your nose, is the quince, very ripe quince aromas. When you cut a very ripe quince and then smell on it, it's exactly this aroma. And you have some citric aromas from the Chardonnay. The taste, again, quince aromas from the Welsh Riesling. Some honey melon, also from the Welsh Riesling. Then citric aromas, some acidity, some spiciness from the Chardonnay. And the finish is really beautiful. It's a mixture of sweet coconut, some pineapple, and then you have ginger spice, some herbals. It's very well playing together. It's very harmonic, and the Grand Cuvée is like being out of one drop. It's really well integrated. The two varieties together are playing perfect together. It's very well harmonic, and it's also our flagship because we think it's the most harmonic wine of the collection. We also think it's the most balanced wine of the collection. This year it's number 4. Every year the number system in our collection changes. The Grand Cuvée is produced since first vintage was 1988. It has never been produced every vintage. It's there's some vintages where we couldn't produce it, like 2003, which was very hot and dry vintage where nearly no botrytis came. Also in 1997 it wasn't produced, as we had a frost vintage and there was very tiny production and there was basically no wine to produce. So in some vintages we can't produce it, but we always try, for sure.